when you're in a fasted state and you work out like that and you work all those muscles, that's all burning the calories from fat.
Some people will struggle with fasting on that for that long distance. What would you advise for them to like get through the day? Let's say they're doing a 20-hour fast, 18-hour fast. What would you advise for them to get through the day to cope with the fasting?
I mean, first off, just like anything, start small. So if this is your first time fasting, forget about a 20-hour fast. Like maybe you're people are creatures of habit. So maybe you've eaten breakfast at 8 a.m. every single day for the last 100 years of your life. Well, you're going to try to do a 20-hour fast, and you might be able to do it with willpower. But if you're struggling, maybe try just skipping breakfast and go until lunch. The incremental gains are so huge, and we always look at like what people that inspire us do. Like, oh, okay, 24-hour fast. Yeah, but you can still gain from even an 8-hour fast. If you've never done it, if you've always eaten every 4 hours like clockwork, believe me, an 8-hour fast is going to benefit you. And then a 10-hour fast. I mean, I'm guilty of this too. I always shoot for a grand slam every time, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not, that actually robs you of gains, like especially in fitness. Just go for a little bit better. Like even if it's 1 hour better than the last time, like you'll still gain from that. So
I think
why not
mm,
give up those gains?
I actually think people can go for the gram slants, but that's with a PT.
Of
That's
course,
for
absolutely.
me.
I don't want to discourage anybody from the Grand Slam. Like
No,
that's not.
yeah,
Yeah,
but for
I'm
me, it's with
sorry.
a PT, with a personal trainer. With you have to basically leverage your health. You know, anything that you leverage in life, you can incrementally. You don't have to take like incremental steps. You can take massive strides. Um,
Right.
and a PT can, like yourself, can take someone from this like, oh, I want to do this and this and this, and take small steps. It's what you could do for someone. It might take them 18 months that you could do in 3 months. That's the difference between leverage. And I think when you leverage anything, you just grow quicker. And so I do think you're right. If you want to do it by yourself,
True.
which obviously is a step-by-step basis, but I think the biggest thing is someone who knows the game, someone who knows what to do, someone who has different skill sets, has experience, and can utilize all of these things to actually improve, you know, to basically get to your goals so much quicker. Because ultimately, speed is everything. Everything is speed, and speed covers money, relationships, family, health. For everyone wants to do things in a quicker rate because time is scarce. Our time is scarce. So
Oh
why
yeah.
waste time doing something for 18 months when you can do it for free? You don't know how long you have left in
All
life.
right. Well, let me answer your question again then. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'm thinking of like people at home doing it by
Yeah,
themselves. So yeah, if I'm with you, because that's how I am. I don't do anything incrementally unless
hmm
I mean it. Unless it's
that's what I
something
noticed
way
about
out of
you.
my league.
I've
Yeah, I
noticed that
go
about
I
you.
go- I go for the bandstand. So the first thing is like I don't know. Nietzsche said, a man who has a why can do anyhow or whatever it is, right?
hmm
So find your mind is the most powerful. Your mind and in my or your heart is the most powerful thing in existence that we know about, right? We can't make a computer that replicates the heart or the mind. So use it to your advantage, right? Because that's what's been holding you back, to be
hmm
honest. What's been holding you back has been your mind and your heart. You just haven't been
hmm
in it. So you got to figure out why are you doing this? And if it's and you might have to really think hard. And maybe it's to get a better lifestyle, or maybe it's to win over the love of your life, or maybe it's to save your family. Maybe your family life is just garbage, and people hate you. So use that. Like in prison, I wanted to. I'll just use myself personally. In prison, that was a pretty low, and I was in there for some rough, like I did not feel good about myself, you know, like I was definitely not on everybody's top of the list. So I wanted to come out being the best person I could. I wanted to be the best, you know, partner I could. I wanted to be the best son, the best family member, the best. I have a couple little nephews, and I wanted to be their hero because I loved them, you know, and I knew they looked up to me. So I just looked at how could I be the best of that. And one thing that's actually very easy is physical fitness because nothing is stopping you except for yourself. Nothing is stopping you right now from going out in the backyard and doing some push-ups. And if something is, well, then maybe you need to figure that out. You know what I mean? Like someone is
Eliminate.
physically
No,
stopping.
you need
Yeah,
to eliminate
eliminate
it.
it.
You need to eliminate
Eliminate it.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So get that in your head and find the drive. We all have a drive for something. I don't care if it's you like this girl that's in your office. Well, be the person that she wants to be with. You know, we settle so much. Be Don't worry about the other person. Be the best person that you want to be, and just let your mind go. And you'd be amazed. You know, even just like smiling while you work out, doing these little things and inspiring yourself is huge. Like, listen, that's I used to tell guys I worked out. I said, you know, because they would struggle with the mental thing, and I said, all right, do this lift. This is to get out of prison right now, and you'd be amazed. Guys would lift, and I'm not saying to do anything unsafe, but guys would lift weight that they never thought they could just because they put their mind behind it. And you know, Shaolin monks have been doing this forever, right? You know, chi and all that is so powerful. Like the people that we look up to and the superheroes that we dream about, you know, or read about in comics, really they're all using their mind and their heart. That's why we love them, you know. So we can do that too. We could be a superhero.
Trust me.
Yeah, tap into that.
My I don't really believe in superheroes and stuff like that. I not believe. I know they're
Well,
fake. No, but no,
you know what I'm saying. You know, it's still a story.
Let me
right?
because I'm gonna actually agree with what you're saying. But the one guy that I do look to, like when it comes to like, oh, I would love to be like him. I know it's just a character, but I don't know if you watched Dragon Ball Z before or heard about
Yes.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Super Saiyan, man. I'm down.
Yeah, the Goku. You know, I just think like, you know, it's mentality, isn't it? It really is like what you said. It's just, I think that's superhero mindset. It's just mentality. It's like, I'm going to train. I'm going to, you know, I've reached this level. I can reach a higher level. And, you know, I've been trying to get to this level for years and I finally got there, but it's not enough. I need to go higher. I need to go higher. And that mentality for me is like, it's GOAT mentality. For me, it's just, yeah, I that mentality is just, yeah, I find it the best. You know?
Well, because you're right. You know what? You could be the person that you want to see in others. You know what I mean? Like, and you know what? Like, once you start doing it, especially with like physical fitness I don't care if you're 800 pounds and you can't get out of a chair, you can make gains. You know, maybe you get out of the chair 10 times a day. You start where you are and you do it, and it's something measurable that you can see. You know, it's not like being at a job or the boss never like appreciates you or whatever. Physical fitness, I promise you, you go out there, just like we talked about the gym, you go out there and you just do one thing. You'll see, because we are made to adapt to that, and we need that. And just be the person that you admire in anything. When you watch a movie and it's Superman, I don't care if it's a person that exists, if it's Goku, be that. Just when you start striding to be that person, like that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be someone that didn't let people down anymore. I wanted to be the person when I came out of prison that people went to when they needed help, and not in a negative way. I just wanted to be like, well, you better go ask Uncle Russ because he's the only one who could help you. Like that was my goal. And you know what? It came true because you better be ready. And look I was just a dude in prison. You know, I have nothing. Like I lost everything. I have no money. I have no car, and that doesn't matter because I am that person that whether you're young or old, if people on the street, when you strive to be that, you will be that person. That's all that your heroes do the same thing, whether they're real or imaginary.